Hello there, fellow gardeners. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Flotsam. Episode 11, adding a little green space to the endless blue. But now we actually have the fish oil, so here we go. This is the little fryer. We'll stick that in. So in terms of strategic resources, I'm very low on plastic. I'm very low on dry wood, but I'm cutting down a whole bunch of trees right now. Metal's pretty good. Horrible electronics. So electronics, plastics, those are in highest demand, I think. And then biomass for seaweed. So here's the fryer. I'm gonna build another pole because I'm out of connection points. Alright, so the fryer can turn potatoes into fries. No surprise there. And then fish with flour, nibblers with flour into fried fish. Fried fish, it's worth noting, is an ingredient not to be eaten on its own. And then the fries are as well. So here's the thing. If we wanted to get fish and chips, which is yummy, we would need to stop processing the nibblers with the potatoes to do that fries into fried fish instead. So I'm going to set up a bill for this. We're going to do 20 fries, 20 fried fish. Let's do 40 flour. No, I'll say 20 flour. And then where's fish and chips? Well, infinite fish and chips. Honestly, it's an end food. It's a yummy food, so make as much as you want. So now that we have that, I did want to get a bunch of seaweed for the biomass, but we should, fish up some nibblers so that we can take advantage of our new fish and chips for the highest quality food to date. So, who to contact? Signal, Chef, Doc, Aqua, or Bird? And put 5 minutes on the board. Problem here is we are, I can't believe fries is an ingredient. It's so weird to me. It's like, no, just let us eat it. But the game's like, nope, sorry. But yeah, here's the nibblers we need for the fish and chips. And then the metal we need for electronics. I still need to be, oh, maybe it's... We're gonna have to do some real travel in order to ensure a better supply for electronics. I've been doing a poor job of, like, focusing on that, I know. Do we need a second fryer? No, because well, I queued up a limit. So we're making 20 fries, and then we're making the 20 fried fish. The problem was the nibblers weren't accessible at the start of the queue, but we don't need a second fryer for that, I don't think. The other nice food that we could make would be the gobbler rolls, which is gobblers plus seaweed sheets. And seaweed sheets are something that you make... Oh my god. I'm moving everything around was a terrible idea. Where is it? That's somewhere. Take my word for it. Seaweed sheets is... made in the... I thought it was the bio boiler. Am I wrong? No, I am definitely wrong. God, where is it again? I'll find you. Or maybe I won't. Alright, it looks like you guys want mysterious signal. I'll call that one early, so that I can pull about the research. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. That's SOS. The signal seems to be Morse code. Stranded. Space. Signal. Weak. No, that's not what it said. Whoa, someone's still floating around up there? Poor souls trying to communicate, but we're stuck with this dinky antenna. No way to respond with this setup. Back in my day, I built a beast of a radio transmitter that easily reached halfway across the globe. It's not far. If we get it, we might make contact. Not far. Okay, if you say so, but that looks pretty damn far to me. But it gives us a destination, I suppose. And as far as research goes, we got the tugboat. So what that is, if you go to, what, town? You can build a town tugger, which helps to manage weight capacity. I'm not overweight capacity, so I'm not going to bother with that just yet. Research. There you go. Okay, so the hydraulic press makes seaweed sheets, and I'll set it up to infinite. And that way we can turn gobblers into gobbler rolls, into sushi. We've also mostly cleared the pollution, except for Lisk and Brody, for the most part. Let's fish up all the nibblers. So taking a look at the strategic resources, plastic sucks. I'm definitely going to need to get plastics and electronics. That's probably most urgent. I don't care about signs of life. If you ain't special, I ain't coming. Brutal, I know. Okay, for whatever reason you guys want me to get fishing boats. I had passed it up for a long time. I don't really use them because I feel like parking over fishing spots is a lot more weight. It's not hard to just like park where the fish are. So I've never seen the need for fish boats, but I'll research it all the same. Is the map static? Yes. So 1 or 2 more. Yeah, I think if I recall, I think the map is static. It's surprising, but I don't believe it's procedurally generated. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But having played multiple times, my layouts were like the same. Plus, it's finite, right? You have the map borders. But maybe I'm wrong. What is important, though, is because it's a finite map, you can exploit... I saw some posts on the Steam forums about how people with big towns are running out of aluminum because there aren't a lot of aluminum sources. No, maybe they have different layouts, but yeah, it's finite. I guess there's the more important point that I'm trying to make. So you gotta make sure not to waste certain resources like aluminum because it is not easily resupplied. Come on, wood generator, kick in. There it goes. So we're starting to get seaweed sheets. From the seaweed I've been salvaging up. And we'll be able to turn those into sushi. Fishing boat got researched. So there's the list again. Now I know I have not yet made the seed banks. So let's go ahead and put in a seed bank building. Technically it's a storage building, so I'm going to put it over by my, like, storage areas. And we're starting to get fish and chips. Yummy, yummy. And maybe we could find someone that has eaten fish and chips. Yeah, here we go. Yummy meal, 25. Expertise, 45. Comfortable home, 20. The town could be prettier, but, like, whatever. Now that our seed bank is complete, let's go partake in nature's bounty. So, I'll put that as my primary track quest. So go harvest seeds. I didn't leave that on very long, but we'll start with tree farm. So we'll need to find our way back to... Oh god, is it really going to want me to go all the way back to the flowers? I don't think so. Well, let's just keep going the way we're going, and then I can circle back if we need to. Oh, I'm out of power, so I'm not going to go anywhere. Yeah, you can get things with places with seeds growing, yes. Yeah. I recall that being the case when I got my first botanist. Oh, and it looks like we're going to get electronics soon, too, because I just found a town. There we go. Harvest seeds. Sunflower seeds. Thank you for your gifts, little ones. And photosympathy is done. Sweet. And we'll just have to be on the lookout for seeds. So, back to the original priority, which is, we did get the food truck, but I don't have a lot of electronics. So I'm going to take a pause out of all the other priorities that we got going on, and just, like, focus on electronics, because our electronics needs are very high, and I just haven't really been replenishing them. And this is the right biome for it, for the most part. So we have sunflower seeds, flower seeds, bush seeds, And this all correlates to like park type stuff. It's things to plant instead of having like plastic and wooden furniture. I think our town could use a very pretty grassy field to plant some of the new seeds that we're getting. There we go. Our first park. And as we collect seeds, we can add to it for some green space. Because that's something that our town sorely lacked up until now. So food and water has been managed fairly well. Now that we have a source of higher quality foods, we can start fishing up the like prerequisites for them and make sure everyone stays nice and fed and happy. And I guess I'm gonna head towards the broadcast tower. But I haven't made any gobbler sushi yet, so let's get some gobbles too. And I'm gonna get some tree seeds while I'm here. Now that we have tree farming that just got done, being researched. So tree farming is just a 2x2 crop where you plant trees. Pretty straightforward. At this point in the game, the only thing that I find off about this is at this point in the game, you've electrified all the things that would typically use firewood. So your need for like tree growing doesn't add up as far as I'm concerned. Because, like, we're pretty set on firewood. So, like, why would we need to fish for more fire? I don't know. But you can if you want. It's worth mentioning, I guess. Alright, I don't have any new seeds, do I? I could plant decorative trees. Let's do... I don't think I have seeds for both. Oh, no, maybe I do. So, decorative trees. Nice. Really embracing the green space. So in terms of strategic resources, electronics is always just bad. I have 5 now, but like no electric scrap. I don't have mushrooms anymore, which are used for air filters. So that would be a nice thing to get as we traverse towards the radio tower. And then I think I need more nibblers to make fish and chips. So that's another needed resource because we're out of nibblers. And we're out of seaweed. Oh god, I'm out of power. We're also out of seaweed for the sushi rolls. The problem is the higher quality foods require a lot of power in the process. So like, it's always a struggle of you know, as soon as you add something nice, you need to then subsequently increase power generation to match it. But we're getting the nibblers for the fried fish. So the radio tower is this way. I just double back to grab some of the electronics from this region first. And Wylant leveled up. Awesome. Alright, let's push on. I'm going to make a quick pit stop for all the seaweed so that we can make more sushi. I want to make sure that no one like goes hungry as we head towards our point of our destination point. Lots of level up. This like windfall of leveling up, I'm gonna guess is a result of all the positive morale that we've been having. So Lisk leveled up. What do I even want Lisk to do? Lisk, I'm gonna have you start to take on construction, I guess. Actually, truthfully, I think everyone has movement speed is like useful no matter what. So if there's nothing else, I'll just do movement speed as a general rule of thumb. Because moving around the town faster is just useful. Did I pick up any more seeds? Birch tree. You know what? Maybe what I'll do is diversify. I'll get rid of one of the pines and put in a birch instead. Come on. Someone come delete it, please. And it's worth noting, if you want to delete decorations, it's a totally different button than your typical delete. Just keep that in mind, because I think that tripped up a lot of people. Radio tower, here we come. And whatever electronics we can find on the way. Which, given that I keep hitting up rural areas, is like virtually none, which is brutal. Really hoping that changes soon. Now, question. Have we hit the new threshold for... Oh, yeah. We hit it. We went from pretty town to beautiful town. Awesome. That's why every single person is, like, max morale right now. Or close to the highest tier of morale, I should say. Because Glitch and Big Brody are not quite up there, but, like, it's pretty good. Okay, I think we're ready to move on. Good. I left space so that we could drain the leaky towers, and I never do. I was just like moseying past them, so I'm doing it this one time. And we're getting even more flower seeds. For money plant. And standard flowers, whatever that means. And a bush. Looking good. So, taking a look at our strategic resources. We have got, I think, electronics and mushrooms are the big ones. But I think those are the only critical ones. Everything else looks kind of fine. So I'm not really going to make any effort of stopping unless it's for electronics and mushrooms. But in this city, we should be able to get electronics aplenty. Also, I don't want to fish up those nibblers because those nibblers need to be debottled, and I don't have a debottler yet. These submerged cities are really the ideal place for the electronics. I just hadn't had any near me up until now. That's gonna solve that problem good. Your township sucks compared to mine? You know, I wouldn't, I mean, I don't know what your township looks like, but it's about the journey, not the destination. To give you the abundance of credit. Now we're pretty close on our weight max. I would like to get one more solar power panel to like even it out, if possible. But the reason I mention that is if we continue to add things to the city, we are going to probably want the boat tugger. Because I'm not going to be able to get the upgraded versions of floaters before I need them, I think. Which is to say, we're going to need this thing, the town tugger. And I'd like to put the town tugger here, which means probably moving the fish docks a little bit. Let's do that now. Don't be like that. Don't be like that, game. I want you to snap. You're killing me. How about we delete this then? That'll work. Now snap. There we go. No! Ah, I misclicked. I'll get it right eventually, guys. Don't worry. For those that are currently in the process of screaming at your screens. Yay, I did it! I clicked and dragged. Like it's 1991 or something, I don't know. So I'm going to put in another fishing chair here. And then move this fishing chair with architect mode here. So 4 fish, 4 salvage. And then I have an open spot here, which is what I wanted for symmetry's sake. Because if I'm making a town tugger, I could put it right there. Once we hit the weight max. Well, you know what? Let's get it now. Whatever. So if we're building that, I'm also going to want the power pole. There we go. Was clicking and dragging even a thing in 1991? I mean, yeah, it was. Like, 1991 was like... the year... What games came out in 1991? Street Fighter 2? Sonic the Hedgehog? Final Fantasy 4? Yeah, I mean, it's not like ancient times. You're gonna make me cry. Never mind. Let's stop talking about that. Good work, Hotshot. Now let's link it to the Town Heart's electricity grid and spread out the load. Share the load. Problem solved. And you can always add more if you need more. But there we go. Tug life. And that allows us to move our little island around better. Are we done? Yeah, we're salvage done. Okay, let's move on. 2 more electricity. You know, one thing I haven't gotten any of is books. There's a library here. I don't really need books. We don't need no educate. Nah. I'm not gonna bother. But if you wanted books, the way it works is you grab books, and then in a school, you would learn. But we're doing enough learning through, you know, just doing. So I'm not bothering with that. No downtime in this city. Everybody works. It's brutal, but, like, efficient. While we're here, come on, I said scout. They salvaged everything, but they forgot to scout. Go! Signs of life? Yeah, I don't care about that. I wanted to scout because I wanted to grab the solar. So there's the radio tower that we want. But now we can very easily see all the rooftop circuitry. Because obviously the city is, like, where the circuits are. Which reminds me of Circuit City. And Sears and so many other dead 90s box stores. Taking you guys on nostalgia lane now. You're in for it now. Ooh, I got me a ficus. And more bushes. Perfect. Our park is done. Okay, I would say after we get a little bit more rooftop circuitry, we're probably good with just the circuitry. So I'm going to focus on the solar panels, because the solar panels are far more resource intensive to get. Where's my paneling, though? Still in the boat? Must be. Oh, it just pulled in. Okay. Yeah, so while we're here, let's just salvage the whole city worth of rooftop solar so that we can generate a lot more power during the day and then store the power in more battery banks that I'll build soon. Because I'd like to get away from this wood power generator. I'd like to get rid of it entirely. It's sometime soon. So there's solar here. And I think that's the only other sunlit apartment. Yep, that's the only other one. Oh no, there's one right here. Duh. God, it's right in front of me. Okay, we'll get both. My audience is old. I mean, I'm old. So, stands to reason. Don't be ageist. You'll hurt my feelings. What the hell? What the hell was that drag? What is... Stop! No! Stop it! Kens, you leveled up. Nice. So the front of the ship is becoming a bit of a solar array with grass. I like it. And because I don't yet have a chem lab, because I haven't bothered to make one, not that I can't afford it, I could, I just am lazy and forgot. We are just salvaging all the solar panels instead. By design. Alright, so that got salvaged. On our way to the other sunlit apartment. I like how it's called a sunlit apartment, but like what they mean by that is it's an apartment with solar panels, not skylights. Sunlit apartment definitely sounds like skylights to me. That's why, like, initially when I was playtesting this game, I didn't know to go after them for the solar panels. Because I was not paying enough attention to the actual symbol. Oh, I also have a bunch of bottlefish. So bottlefish are nibblers that are like stuck in bottles. I guess we've been fishing them up accidentally. And I am lazy and I don't want them. So I'm throwing them overboard. I can also the fishing. Oh, never mind. I was thinking that they're like designated as separate types of fish to not fish them up, but they're not. Whatever, it's fine. And yeah, all right, here we go. More electronics. Sweet, we got quite the grid. Also should remember to gas bag these for the weight reduction. Although we do have that town tugger now, and that thing is taking a lot of the weight. If we, oops. If we go to the weight... Oh, I was hoping to see that it had like a number here. But the town tugger doesn't weigh anything, because it is self-propelling, I suppose. Thank you for tuning in to Flotsam, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rodamont.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel. and made it all the way to the credits, thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow seaworthy survivors.